Hi, everybody. I am going to be giving a tutorial on Edpuzzle. It's a web-based service that I use. I actually got for my wife. I have to give Allison the credit. But I've been using it with all my classes in lieu of live instruction. I've gotten some really, really good feedback from the kids on it. Parents seem to like it. They really like the fact that they can kind of learn at their own pace and go back and review things. Um, so I think it's been really helpful. Really, as a preface to this, you should watch Lisa Icarusso's Screencastify video because that'll be really helpful in terms of recording your own videos. Um, when you first go to Edpuzzle, it's just edpuzzle.com. You want to register your account, create your own account, and make sure that you register as a part of the Bishop Hendricken High School community because what it'll allow you to do, if you see over here on the left-hand side, is see everyone that is involved in Hendricken. You can see all the teachers that are involved and by content area. So if you wanted to, as a department, coordinate videos, you could share things amongst each other. I think it's pretty helpful. Once you do that and you've registered, I'll show you my content. I've made several videos that I use with my classes. I use them with my sophomores, the honors and the RS guys, but I'm sure they would be great for CP1 and even CP as well. So you can see everything that I have there. The great thing about Edpuzzle is you can make your own videos, or it allows you to take pre-made videos that other people have already made. You can see down here on the left all of these different options, and they have questions embedded in them. I'll take you through my videos. I make my own questions, but all these videos have questions. You can keep them, add your own. It's a really, really great tool. Questions that you'd probably be asking during class. Review questions, making sure kids are following along correctly, probing and leading questions. You can really do all those types, multiple choice, free response, all as part of these videos. So the first thing you want to do is create a class once you've registered. You can see over here that I have two classes already, my sophomore ERS and my sophomore honors guys, but I'm going to take you through creating a class. You want to add a new class, create a new class, and then I will call it Hendricken Faculty because hopefully you're all watching this. Leave it as classic. I think it's the easiest way to do it. Then create a class. Then you can invite your students. And I'll go through all of these tabs and all those headings later. You're going to invite your students and it creates a class code. Now I put that class code in my Teams posts right in the main forum that you can see here so that kids can join. And then I'll go through assigning that later. And then also this link will allow them to access. So there's really two ways. No reason they can't sign up for it. All right, now we're going to go to talk about actually creating a video. So you would have already created one through Lisa's Screencastify video. I'm going to take you through uploading one that I made myself. So I'm going to go to my content, and then I'm going to add content. Again, you can see the ones that I've already made right here. I'm going to go to add content, create a video. Then I want to scroll down to where it says all the way at the bottom of the page where it says see more under the YouTube section. And I'm going to input a video that I've already made. It's the YouTube link, and it's over the debate over ratification of the Constitution. And what it allows you to do, you can see at the top here, you can cut the video if you want to remove things. Voiceover, I've already done my voiceover, so I'm not going to worry about that. But questions. This is the part that I think is really so great about Edpuzzle, that it allows you to put in different types of questions that you see here. And the video stops at that point where you want it. So you can play the video and it'll be playing along. I'm going to mute it for you so you don't have to hear me talking twice. But throughout the whole thing, I can add questions that I want. Multiple choice is great. I'll explain to you how to do that. Open-ended, they have to provide the answers and you can go back and review them.
Hi guys, we're going to start our last session of this chapter.
That is what they'll be seeing. They'll see what's on your screen and then I'm talking over it. And then throughout it, I can add questions. So I'll go here a little bit further ahead and I'm going to add a multiple choice question. Now, this is a question that they would get only from really following along. And certainly it's on the PowerPoint, so they could read the PowerPoint as they want, or they hear me talking. Now, when you do multiple choice questions, it only provides you with two answers originally, but you can add several more. Now, you'll notice the X and the check. The check is always set to so the first answer is correct. Very easy to switch that. Just press the X, and you can make it the third answer if you want, whatever it is. And then you'll submit and you'll save. And then that way, when they're watching the video at 1:36, it will exactly come to that. What's great about these videos is students can't skip ahead. They have to watch the whole thing through. And you can see their progress. I'll show you that later on. Another way to do it is you can post an open-ended question if you'd rather instead, right? If I want a free response question, or I can make a more probing question, maybe a question that might generate discussion in class. What was the argument behind the anti-federalist movement, right? So this is something that's going to require a little bit of work on their part, something that they would have to go through. They can go back and look. Something that would have sparked discussion in class that you might use that way, right? It says at the bottom, encourage critical thinking, things like that. I can also add a note. If, for example, I want to add a multiple choice, a link to a video or a document, I could put it right here as well. And that would stop the video. They could click on the link, they could click on the document and see that. You can post pictures, things like that. When you finished and you're all done, you're going to press finish here. And it's going to save the video. The video is done. It's here. This is what they see right here is the screen. I didn't save any of my questions, but they would be showing along here as dots the whole way. Then I'm going to assign, and I have to pick a class that I want to assign it to. Okay, so I'm going to pick the Hendricken faculty, and then I can pick the date when it opens for them and when it is due by. Again, I've got prevent skipping checked here, so they can't go ahead, and then I will assign it. Okay, so it's assigned to the class, right? I can also copy it as a link and share it to them as well. If I go share assignment here, right, I can copy this link, which I normally do. I'll copy the link and then post it in Edpuzzle. So you can see right here that I've assigned it. What they'll do is they'll go to this assignment. It's already on their Edpuzzle page. And then you have, in the student view here, it'll show you the actual link that they would click on, and it opens it up for them. All right, so we're going to go back to that. That's pretty easy. Now, in terms of grading, I think the grading is a really, really great thing. So what you'll see here is I'm going to switch to my other class. You can view live all the grades. So you can see as answers are coming in, and you can see the class progress, which is great. So it tells me when I have when kids have completed it and when I have things to grade. Now, the multiple choice ones were already graded for you. That's easy. This one would just be grading all of the different free response questions. And I can leave comments as necessary if a kid gives a great response, or maybe it's not entirely what I want. But you can see all of the different questions and all the different responses. And all I have to do is press the check or press the X. If I want to give them partial credit, I adjust it right here. It's very, very simple. So you can see all the different questions, all the different kids who have responded. It's very simple, easy, short answer responses, just enough to make sure that I know they've actually been watching the video. And I would correct it. So this one is correct. I check it. And what it'll do is it just moves the next one up and up. And it just keeps going. And then I just run through. It's very, very simple, easy, manageable grading. If we go back to my classes, that will update. So you can see I checked off 3 answers. And then I can also monitor student progress and their grades. So this will give me a score out of what they were able to complete. I can see who has and hasn't actually finished it. So if I need to send a message to a kid through Teams like, hey, you still have a little bit more to go or you haven't touched it. But I have all the scores right here. And this number, 100%, tells me how much of the video they've watched. So I can see where they are in their progress. I make mine out of 20 points, and then I just score it through out of 20 in Plus Portals. Very, very simple, but kids they know it counts as a grade, and it's something that they know that matters and really will help them. They really, really seem to like it. And I think it's a really, really easy grading tool for you as well to go forward. Hopefully this has helped. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, and good luck.